the shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man.
Ronald Jones, the ball carrier.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Brady, this into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Scotty Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Panthers 0. Bradley Pinion to kick off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. To throw, Bridgewater.
That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And again, it's Bridgewater. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Jason Pierre-Paul racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
And Bridgewater able to get this complete to Anderson.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down, Bridgewater.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. That catch good for only a couple.
First carry for Raheem Mostert.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Ball carrier. He was brought down by LeVon.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to fourth down.
And that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. A no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Shaquille Barrett. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back.
The result of the play is a turnover.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Throwing now is Brady. Oh, he can't get away. Brady will go down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Bridgewater. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Back to the running game with Mostert. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Brown on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Quick pass out to Miller. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Complete to Scott Miller.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
Tampa Bay.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Brady. Steps away to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. To throw again. Brady being chased out left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Going up top for Miller. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
Now on first down, Mostert stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Good play defensively. It'll be a loss of 1. Second down coming up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Bridgewater to throw it. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And they'll run with a late signee in Bucs camp. It's Leonard Fournette.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
On the tackle.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Brady. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Brady now on first down. And he finds Howard complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Brady's pass.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now Jones. And now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mostert. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. Dancing to his left. And that one will fall incomplete.
Bridgewater on the keeper.
Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A first down throw for Bridgewater.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
Now a timeout.
Complete to Rodgers.
7 seconds left in the first half.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
2nd down and 6 now from the 42.
Bridgewater again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Yards to go.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw on 3rd down, Brady airing this one out for Evans. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Bridgewater's pass.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
And there's the anchor of this line, Big Vita Vea on the tackle, former 1st-round pick in his 3rd season now out of the University of Washington.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is going to be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head
head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Down at his 49-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and...
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Bridgewater. Now they go screen. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Now 3rd and goal.
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Andrew Adams. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by the rookie Jeremy Chin.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. A rare pick 6 thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick 6s in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Brown on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this 3rd quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Second and long. Brady eluding the pressure right. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they'll get him down here at the 23. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Third down. Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Levante David in on the tackle. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
He was looking for Raheem Mostert there, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
45, Mike, 45. Man, we got to get this started.
Now Bridgewater. Completes it to Samuel. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
10 more yards.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
At the Buccaneers, 20 yards.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
Brought down back at the 27.
To throw is Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Here we go. Hey, one set. Check, Mike.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And it's third down.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
57, Mike. Mike 57. Check 26, check 26. Easy.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
On the carry.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. on second down. It's Jones. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
By Brian Burns.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming.
It's now 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They go play action. Bridgewater. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. That's got to be a long...
Now Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Mostert. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, as far as plays go, there's nothing to write home about on that one because that one gets him negative yardage. But if you do want to find a positive, he found a way to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Bridgewater to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Shaquille Barrett. And the Bucs have just about wrapped up the victory.
Kill. Turn it. Kill. Turn it. Watch out.
first down. Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From midfield, here's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Brady. Airing this one out for him. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Today's final score.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Bucs, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the L.A. Rams. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me roll? Then I did the dash, can I catch me roll? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. Then I hit that. Okay. Then I hit that. Then I hit that. Okay. Then I hit that. Yeah. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my fate, cause these odds